my power year number sevens. If you have calculated your power year numbers for 2020 and concluded you are a power year number 7, then you are at the right place. And welcome to Jemma's Window for April 2020. Sevens, you only have to calculate your number once for the year. But every month your numbers will change, and that's where I come in, sevens. You are in a tricky month, 7. You are in an 11/2 month. And that means you're in a month of 2 doubled. So you can also listen to, let's not confuse the situation because it's the month of 11/2. And let's just leave it at that. It's a tricky combination. You're in power year number 7 and you're in this month of 11/2. Let's refresh your memory. And you've got a pandemic going on outside. So this is a very tricky, potentially sensitive month. Now, in the power year of 7, it's a year where you do a great big inhale and you hold it and you say, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want before I exhale? Before you make any noise. What's my purpose? Where do I fit in? What do I have faith in? What do I trust? Where is my trust? Do I trust? What do I want to be when I grow up? Or you might be so focused on just one mission this month. You might be creating the next big coronavirus test, and you were super duper 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 focused this month of April, this year, on developing some new medical technology. Now, this month of 11/2, it means that it's like a month of 2, but doubled in intensity. So it's doubly sensitive. It can be doubly great or doubly challenging. So with all of these things on our minds, let's take our first deck of cards, let's shuffle them, and let's take a look at power year 7s who have jobs. Hey, 7s, I want to remind you that anything that is said in this reading, no matter where it's how I break it up, is for you. So if what I say for you under the guise of having a job doesn't quite fit, but when I'm reading you for looking for a job and that does fit, take it and run. In metaphysics, we're very creative, and I have loose boundaries I have boundaries, but I'm flexible in that I feel you're meant to hear anything that's said in this reading for you. So if it works for you, take it and use it. All right, let's get the perception of you at the workplace or anything that the universe wants you to know. Okay. This is about second chances, I feel like, 7s. You're getting a second chance of something this month of April for work. Or you're revisiting something that you used to do. It's something about the second time around. And I feel like you're getting a kick out of it, or you're okay with it. And it's building your confidence, and good things are coming your way in the workplace. Now, I do not have a conclusion like, oh my gosh, you've reached it, you've reached your goal, it's fantastic in this month of April. I feel like you're making great headway through this month of April, and will be seen for that. You might have felt like you were taking 2 steps backwards, and you're coming from a time of that, whereas this month you may be taking 2 steps forwards rather than 1 step back and 1 step. It's going to be doubled, or status quo. It's going to be doubled for you in this month of progression, of somehow, it could even be getting out of the doghouse somehow, or proving yourself somehow. And I feel like people are watching you, and you know what they like about you? They like that you're not a big mouth. They like that you've got a smile on your face when you see people. They like that it seems like you're level-headed. So even if none of those things are true and you're not feeling them, you're trying to batten down the hatches and keep the faith going and keep everybody else calm, because for whatever reason, it's your challenge this year to be able to trust that things are going to be okay, to be able to have faith in the people who are making the rules. And you have an opportunity during this pandemic and the numbers of your year and month to prove to others that you are quite a force, that you're not knocked off balance easily, and you shall be rewarded for that. Not all of the gold all at once, but pieces, like a little path for, like, little breadcrumbs for the birds to follow. That's what's happening, and a little bit more so for you, sevens. Now, let's take a look, sevens, for those of you who are looking for work. Sevens who are looking for work in this month of April. It's a tough month, sevens. It's a tough month for you. Anyway, and then add on the complications of what's going on globally with the pandemic. But you are going to make opportunity out of this, and you're going to show yourself off. For those of you looking for work, I actually feel like this could also be for those of you thinking about leaving the job that you're in. It could be about those of you thinking about applying to someplace else, waiting to hear from someplace else. And my thoughts are yes, 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 and yes. I feel like you're going to be leaving what you were doing or thoughts of what you wanted to do, and I feel like you're going to be moving on to something else, sevens. Now, at first, this may seem like a real whammy. You're in this month of 11 over 2, and it just might seem like one whammy, like, that's not what I want. It's moving too fast. I was thinking about leaving here, but I wasn't expecting it so soon, but now they're cutting back our hours and our pay. And I feel like ultimately you turn it around and you use all of this to your benefit while you're either getting unemployment or you're I just lost my train of thought. But I feel like it's okay with you. It's challenging, but I feel like it's okay with you, because it's as if the universe kind of read your mind and knew you wanted something different anyway, or to go on a different path. Or maybe, sevens, you have to take something that you never thought in a million years you'd be doing or taking or going back to, or you were hesitant about. But I feel like the timing is right, and that this may be a bridge to something else. And I feel like that's the major theme for you, sevens, in this month of April. There's a bridge to something else that you're on when it comes to career. And in this case, I'm going to say, and perhaps even across everything, you're just being shown, or will be shown this year, different opportunities, or be forced into different opportunities to force you to make some decisions and choices. Let's look at sevens in love. 7 is a year where you might be very focused on one relationship or one type of relationship. So let's take a look at how the universe is perceiving your relationship at this time, sevens. Any of you in therapy? Um, for sevens in relationships, I feel like you do need some kind of intervention. Whoever that intervention is that can help you to make your points more clear, to make the things you need more clear, whether that's to talk more or to get someone to leave you alone and stop, or to listen to you. You need somebody, some kind of intervention to help, and I feel like that's in human form, to come in. And sometimes parents get involved, or sometimes a sibling will talk to the, spouse, or sometimes it's a counselor, or something along those lines. Or you may have to pull in someone that they respect, talk to them. And then I have the recreation of self card. So I feel like this is going to be, in your eyes, a make it or break it month, and that you can move it along. I feel like the universe is going to make it speedy, because it's going to be doubly challenging or doubly delightful, and the universe is going to speed things up for you pronto this month in your relationship, anybody who's been having issues, and have you make a decision by the end of the month of, you may not do anything yet, you may not actually declare it yet, but making a decision of what's going to be better for you and what's going to work for you. So I think some big decisions are on the table, sevens, because it's a what's my purpose year. What do I want year? And so I think this month is going to be on speed dial, what makes you tick and what makes you happy. Sevens, for those of you who are looking for love, and again, anything that's said here can apply to sevens across the board. I just like to divide it up in case we can get some, we get more information that way. Sevens, it looks to me like, and I think you got this card already. I think you did. Another chance is coming your way, so that if you've wanted to get back together with someone, if you've wanted to get your nerve up to give them a call again or reach out to them. Now, I feel like it's a slow moving process. You're looking for love again, say. You're looking for, I had a relationship many years ago, and even though that didn't work out, that type of personality, that type of love really suited me, and I want that again. It's like you're making a decision this month in April about what suits you, and that's exactly the type of year it is. Or literally, you are having another chance with someone, and it's a long time coming. So maybe someone's reached out to you because they moved away across the world, and they've said, honey, I'm coming home. And so you have to wait for them to move back. Maybe someone has to get out of another relationship that they're in, but they're coming back to you, or maybe you were never together with them in the first place, but you're having another shot at trying to get together with them. I feel like this is all very technical. It's very technical. It's all like the background things that the universe does to try to make things work out for you so that you can get your heart's desire. Now, you're coming from a place, sevens who are looking for love, from a place of a lot of emotion. So I want to suggest to you that if any of you sevens are getting back together with someone for the wrong reasons, just remember, you heard it here, they're for the wrong reasons. And then you could be backed into a situation that you can't get out of for a long time, because when is it a good time to break someone's heart, sevens? It isn't. Now, next month is a flirty month for you. It's the month of 3 for you. So don't panic or make commitments that you're not sure of if next month comes along, and it could be a month that you meet somebody else, which only makes the situation even more complicated. Okay, sevens? Okay. Let's put these cards back in this deck, and let's choose our third and final deck. And sevens, I'll suggest to you, why don't you choose a question? Any question that you want, and you can ask again about love, and you can ask again about job. You can make it as specific. Please make it specific. Make it as specific as you can. I won't be answering in a yes or no, so don't make it a yes or no. But make, what's the best that I can expect from this blah, blah, blah situation. You can ask about finance or health. Even for somebody else, you can ask. Okay, here we go, sevens. You got your question? Nice and specific? If you say it out loud or you write it down, you commit it to the universe even more so. So you go ahead and do that while I pull out what's the best that we can expect for our sevens. Wow. These I'm so glad I'm getting different cards than what I've pulled today. I do like to have different cards to have some fun. Okay, sevens. So what I've got here is that you've got some work to do, which you already know, before getting to nirvana, before getting to that perfect ending or that happy place, that great health, or that high-paying job. And you have got things to face that you have to face. You can't just smooth them over. You have to face before you get to that freedom, say, from a relationship, so that you can have that new relationship. And that's the moral of the story. You're coming from the Death card, and then you're going into the World card, which the World card is the culmination of all things. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean an ending, though it can. It can mean a new beginning, like marriage. This is my wedding card. But to get the best of what you want, the culmination of all things, you have to completely cut off and let go of something. So there's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out answer to your question that you're asking. It's all or nothing from you, seven. That's what the universe wants to see. It wants to see you give it your all, to face the demons, take them on, not just blow them off or gloss over them. And you can be rewarded. And it's a heaviness, I feel. I feel like what you really want is something it's a lot. For example, if one of you wanted to be accepted into a program or accepted into a job, that's a lot of responsibility that can be given to you. If some of you wanted a relationship with somebody who comes with a lot of challenges and issues, that's a lot. But you want it, apparently, and you can have it. But it requires cutting off other things to free you up to focus on squashing all the small fires to be able to get to this outcome, to get yourself out of as many commitments or annoyances in your life that you can, to focus solely on getting to your goal. And that is the power year 7. That is what 7s want and do. They focus. And this month is a lot, I think, of jarring realizations that come to you, 7s, in this month of April. And can potentially lighten up for you in May if you try to squash these fires or squash these bugs coming at you now. Okay, 7s, you had an awesome read. I hope you think so, and I hope that it helps you in some way, shape, or form. If you'd like to get a hold of me or book a private reading, please jump on to Gemma's window at gmail.com. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you do. I'd love to have you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time, 7s.